Welcome to this short video on how to submit the cultural arts essays. Now, you should have by now seen an email from me where I talked to you about us using Safe Assign instead of Turnitin. So, in this video, you're going to see the procedure for submitting whichever one of your cultural arts essays you have chosen to do. So if you're in Blackboard in our course, you will see cultural arts, okay? If you click on that link on the left navigation bar, it would show you this screen. You see the cultural arts folder, so you're going to be clicking that folder. After you've clicked the cultural arts folder, you'll see there are a lot of materials that are listed in Blackboard for you when it comes to understanding the cultural arts assignment. And you see at the bottom, there is a performing arts folder. There is a visual arts folder. Now remember, you have to do an essay from a performing arts event, and you have to do an essay from a visual arts event. Both essays are due on, I think, November 29th, but you're required to turn one of them in by October 30th, which is this Friday. So make sure that you select the correct folder. If you went to a performance of some sort, whether it be online or in person, that's your performing arts essay. If you went and saw either virtually or in person something in the visual art realm, it could be architecture, it could be painting, it could be sculpture, it could be chalk drawings, anything that fits in that visual arts, then you're going to be clicking on that visual arts folder. So it doesn't matter which essay you've done first, you just have to have one of them done by that first due date. So let's say you're going to select performing arts. You would click on that folder. Within that performing arts folder, you're going to see a lot of the different materials or resources that get you ready to go to the performance or help you in understanding what you saw and writing your paper. At the bottom of that, you will see the performing arts essay submission location. And it says this is the submission location for the performing arts essay, okay, since Turnitin isn't working. And so you would click on that link. Once you have clicked on that link, this is the page that you will see, okay? It says that it's due, and remember, both of them have been set up with the due date for November 29th because that's the only way I can do this so that you can do whichever one you want first. But you know that if your first essay is the performing arts essay, yours is due on October 30th, okay? And then your other one is due on November 29th. Here you see the option to write a submission, or you can actually attach your essay file. I would suggest on this to attach your essay file because I don't have to give a lot of in the paragraph feedback. I can give you more generalized feedback on this assignment. So click Browse My Computer and look for where you have saved your document. Make sure that document is closed, okay? Because if you try to upload while it's open, it may not upload correctly. And then you will click Submit. For those of you completing your visual arts essay first, you would follow the same procedure. You would go into the visual arts folder instead of the performing arts folder. When you opened that folder, you would see this page and you would see all of these resources associated with the various visual arts that you may have used before you went to the performance, or you might be refreshing your memory on some of those elements to include in your paper, but you've got resources nonetheless. And here's the location for submitting the visual arts essay. You click on it. And then, of course, the next page you see is very much like the previous one, but it says visual arts. Make sure you are submitting the correct paper in the correct location. Same thing, you click to browse your computer and you make sure and you attach that file. And You also want to click, I agree to submit my paper to the Global Reference Database. And neglected to mention that on the performing arts. You make sure you click that so it'll let you know. I've got it set up where you can submit it several times. If you see that there's a problem with plagiarism, you can fix it. You would rather find it and fix it rather than I find it. When you've uploaded your paper, you will click submit. So hopefully this gives you some information on how to submit your cultural arts paper. One of them is due on the 30th. Doesn't matter whether it's visual arts or performing arts, but make sure you submit it in the proper location.